Adani shares are hitting lower circuit after lower circuit, and there's a very confusing Maharashtra election polls. Basically, these are the two main reasons why market stayed in a bit of a negativity today. But Bitcoin, on the other hand, is hitting an all-time new highs, and Nvidia's blockbuster quarterly results are one of the top news in the market today. Hey guys, welcome to Goodwill's post-market report. And as you can see here, I have two election poll results. One is Jharkhand Assembly, and the other one is Maharashtra. As you can see, there's not a huge difference between the two, but what actually matters to the market is the Maharashtra exit polls. And as you can see, NDA basically stands for BJP, and we have MVA, which is again backed by Congress. As you can see here, whoever gets 145 seats gets to form the government, right? And as you can notice, as per the exit polls, both the teams are pretty close to this number, even though BJP is leading. MPA is right behind them, and this is a very confusing thing for the market because, see, look at it this way: whoever is ruling in the center, if they are elected as in the states as well, that means a lot of things are about to get done. So, if BJP loses in Maharashtra, it may not be a great news for the growth of Maharashtra. But then again, the real question arises now: why does it even matter? Why was the entire stock market was given a holiday when Maharashtra elections were going on? Well, to understand why exactly Maharashtra elections are important, we need to take a look at what actually Maharashtra contributes. Here, when it comes to GDP, Maharashtra alone contributes for about $500 billion worth of GDP to India's total GDP, right? So if you look at other states like Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu are in the $300 billion club, but Maharashtra is almost, I would say, 30 to 40% contributes 30 to 40% more in terms of GDP. And not just this, every year they lead in the GST collected, overall GST collected by a state as well. So clearly they drive the finance of, that they drive the economy of the country. And not only that, we all know that Maharashtra has Mumbai. Mumbai is known to be the financial hub of the India, where we even have RBI situated here, not to mention BSC, and a lot of financial institutions, you name it, are there in Mumbai, and it is known to be the financial hub of India. And not only that, it is the industrial power contributing significantly to India's manufacturing output sectors like automobiles, pharmaceuticals, and engineering. Nowadays, states like Tamil Nadu or Uttar Pradesh are contributing, but still Maharashtra remains one of the biggest contributor to industrial powerhouse. And finally, this is one of the most important reason why the market as a whole is very much interested in what happens in Maharashtra, right? So we have FDI. What does FDI stand for? Basically, foreign direct investment. That means when foreigners come, they want to invest most of the money in Maharashtra. Just in the last first quarter of this year alone, they have raised for about 70,795 crore. That means all of this, huge amount of inflow came from foreign countries to be invested in Maharashtra. So it really matters who forms the government, and if the same political party which is ruling in the center gets elected at the state level as well, that means market thinks that things will move in their direction and there will be more growth in Maharashtra. So clearly, Maharashtrian election polls are a very important event from a stock market perspective. So next off, I want to show you guys today's Nifty chart. As you can see, we had a huge fall day before yesterday, and then we had a holiday, and now today market was absolutely sideways. And I believe this sort of negativity came from the Adani port news as well, which I'm going to explain detail as to what exactly happened over there. So now again, I have to show you guys the bank Nifty chart as well. As you can see, there was a very sharp fall in the banking stocks, and the fall in the banking stocks basically comes from the Adani news as well, which I'm going to explain in just a few seconds. But as you can see, unlike Nifty, bank Nifty has shown a very quick recovery after a sharp decline in the prices early in the morning. So now, next off, I want to show you guys Bitcoin, guys, because apparently Bitcoin is hitting new highs every day, even though it is so vice versa compared to emerging markets like India, be it China, Japan. Every stock market is actually suffering to go up. Everyone is in a deep I would say, downtrend, but not Bitcoin and especially US. So now the two main reason for Bitcoin hitting these new highs is clearly Donald Trump being elected as the president, who is supposed to be this, very Bitcoin friendly person. Now, that alone is not the reason. So, the main reason for this is President Trump might create something called as the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. So, basically, think of it this way: America currently holds about 200,000 bitcoins. Now, if they create Bitcoin strategic reserve, that means they'll buy a lot more of these Bitcoin, and they will basically endorse Bitcoin as one of their national boost, which will again boost Bitcoin's price higher and higher. So this is one of the main reason for a very bullish up momentum in Bitcoin. And obviously the second reason is many big companies like MicroStrategy, MSTR, has bought a huge amount of Bitcoin. They're one of the biggest corporate shareholders in Bitcoin, I would say. And then we also have traditional investment advisors like BlackRock investing in Bitcoin as well. So all these things, sort of people from the other side have come to the Bitcoin, and they're aiding its new high. Now, here I have today's top gainers. We had VIP Industries, right? And one more thing that strikes my eye is this Sizzlon Energy, which has again hit up another 5%. So now let's understand the reason behind VIP's 6% move today. Basically, there's another private equity firm called Advent International, and they believe that they're going to acquire some sort of a controlling stake. That means it could be more than 50%, about I think 51% stake in VIP Industries. So this is believed to sort of turn around their business. So clearly, VIP Industries has hit up above for about 6% today. And now the other stock in focus is Suzlon Energy. I know this is one of the most favorite stock among retailers, a favorite penny stock. And now it has hit up 5% upper circuit today for the fourth time. That means in the last few days itself, it has gone up for about 22%. As you can see here, from 54 to it's almost up at 65 rupees today. So, Suzlon Energy, the growth basically, these upper circuits, the reason behind this upper circuit is basically, they think. Uh, I think the CEO of Suzlon Energy mentioned something about their order book, where they believe they are now selling their energy at 5.1 gigawatts, which has been the highest ever in the company's history. So clearly, the strong order book has got the investors' eye, and we notice, Suzlon Energy going higher and higher on a very daily basis. So next off, we have the top losers for the day. I know everyone is probably waiting to hear about what exactly happened in the Adani enterprise. Now, Adani has been in the news quite a while now. You can see Adani Enterprise, Adani Ports, even other Adani stocks have suffered today. But the main reason for this huge fall, I mean, Adani Enterprise went down 23%. Now, notice how Adani Enterprise does not actually have a low, I mean, they have a low circuit, but since it is an FNO stock, low circuit is, again removed after, 5-10 minutes of cooling down. So we noticed Adani just hitting uh, low circuit after low circuit after low circuit. Now, this is a problem with holding an FNO stock. They don't really have, you know, an ultimate goal. It could go to zero as well. So now Adani Enterprise especially has gone down by 23%. That is, I think, one of the disadvantages of holding FNO stock. You have a very high, uh, you have a very big margin on the upper circuit as well as the lower circuit. So you notice the stock going down 23% in just a day. So now you can see the chart as well. Even after such a huge gap down, there was absolutely no recovery in Adani Enterprise. It just kept going down and down. But Adani Port, on the other hand, showed a little bit of recovery on the later half of the day, forming some sort of a hammer candle here. But the main reason, again, behind this Adani Enterprise fall is that US has allegedly indicted Adani's CEO, that is Gautam Adani, saying that they have given bribes of worth $265 million in many states like Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Jammu Kashmir, and Tamil Nadu. And this is a huge statement, and this is a huge move because just a few months ago, not even months, I think it's been a year already, when we had Hindenburg. an US private firm, which is known for shorting stocks. They came up and said Adani was involved in this, and then SEBI conducted a full-on investigation, and Adani's came out clean. SEBI basically said, you know what, Adani's have done nothing wrong. But now we see uh, a US institution, US government has taken a step against Adani. So this is very interesting to know how this all this will turn out. And the reason for them to indict Gautam Adani is basically they're mentioning this guy paid a bribe of 265 million. They say that this guy paid a bribe of $265 million and did not actually inform that to investors. And there are a lot of foreign investors involved in the particular stock, right? So basically, they're, I think, sort of suing them. You could say basically it's an indictment. So it's very important, and I'm very curious to know how Adani will recover from this, because when they were accused of the same thing in India, they got out of it. They came out looking clean. But what will happen in US? I'm very curious to know. And clearly, with such a bad news, Adani has always been a volatile stock. It's very interesting to see how the whole thing will turn out in the next few days. Thank you for watching.
Disclaimer: investments in the securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.